So you're thinking about joining your partner in Australia and starting a life together? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Today we're going to walk through your roadmap, the Subclass 300 visa, which you probably know as the Prospective Marriage Visa. Let's dive right in.
Look, if you're truly ready to finally close that distance and begin your new chapter in Australia, this visa is your absolute first step. It's the key that unlocks the door. So let's talk about what it is and, more importantly, how it all works.
All right, so what is the Subclass 300 visa really? The simplest way to think about it is as your official invitation. It's a temporary visa, and it's designed for one very specific, very wonderful reason: to let you come to Australia for the purpose of marrying your partner.
But here's the thing, it's so much more than just a piece of paper that lets you in. While the visa is active, and that's usually for about 9 to 15 months, you get a real taste of your future life. You can work, you can study, you can travel in and out of the country. It's basically a chance to start building that life together, even before the big day.
Okay, feeling good about this? Awesome. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Before you jump into that application, there are a few key things, some essentials, that you absolutely have to know.
Right, these are the non-negotiables. First and most important, you have to be outside Australia when you apply. This goes for any family members you're including too. This is a visa to come to Australia, not to extend a stay. And of course, you'll have to meet the standard health and character checks. And speaking of family, it's really important to know this isn't just for you as an individual. You can include your dependent children on the application, so your whole family can start this new adventure together, right from the beginning.
Okay, deep breath. Let's talk about the money. Applying for this visa is a pretty big financial investment, and you really need to understand all the costs up front so you can plan for it properly.
So here's the number you'll see first: $9,365 Australian dollars. That's the main application fee, the base cost. But, and this is a big but, that is not the final number you'll be paying.
You see, that first fee is just the starting line. You've also got a budget for extra fees for every family member you include. Then there are the costs for health checks, police certificates from different countries, and biometrics. Trust me, these can add up fast, so make sure you factor them into your budget.
And listen to this is a huge tip straight from the Department of Home Affairs. This whole process is actually a two-step financial commitment. After this visa, you'll apply for a partner visa, which has its own separate fee. But, and this is key, if you apply for that next visa before this one expires, you'll pay a lot less. Planning ahead here can literally save you thousands of dollars.
So, you've done it. You've sent in the application, you've waited, and your visa is granted. Amazing. But now, the clock starts ticking. The moment you get that grant letter, you're on a very strict timeline.
And this timeline is absolutely critical. From the day your visa is granted, you get between 9 and 15 months. In that window, you have to enter Australia for the first time, and you have to marry your partner. That expiry date on your visa, it's a hard deadline. No extensions.
So it really all boils down to two simple but incredibly serious obligations. Step 1, get on a plane and enter Australia before that first entry arrival date listed on your visa grant letter. Step 2, marry your partner before the visa runs out. That's it. You have to do both.
Now, a quick but very important point about the wedding itself. It doesn't have to be in Australia, but it absolutely must be legally valid under Australian law. And it goes without saying, this whole process is for genuine relationships. Forced marriage is a very serious crime in Australia and is taken extremely seriously.
So, you made it into the country, you've said I do. What happens next? Well, now we get to the really exciting part, turning this temporary arrangement into a secure, long-term future in Australia.
It's so important to see the Subclass 300 visa for what it is. The first step. It's the bridge that gets you to Australia to marry your partner. The real goal, the long-term plan, is the partner visa. That's the one that puts you on the path to permanent residency.
And I cannot stress this enough, the timing is everything. You must apply for the partner visa after you're married, but before your Subclass 300 visa expires. Getting this wrong is one of the biggest pitfalls. If you miss that deadline, your permission to stay in Australia could run out.
All right, just a few final reminders to keep in your back pocket. This is a digital visa, so it's linked to your passport. No stamp needed. You are responsible for your own healthcare costs, so please look into getting health insurance. And of course, while you're in Australia, you have to obey all Australian laws.
So there you have it. The Subclass 300 visa is a clear pathway, but it has strict rules and deadlines. The journey requires planning, but the result can be a whole new life with the person you love. The only question left is, are you ready to start planning your future?